Hello my dear listeners, in today's video I will be covering the Comex inventory flows. I will be covering the state of the physical market, look at the Canadian physical silver retailers premiums, and I will be analyzing the Kevin O'Reilly silver video. He made a video about the silver, and he's usually not very big fan of silver, and it's very interesting to listen to the contrarian views. And I will look at the some junior mining stock company. I will take it as an example because this company, Fortune Mining, Argenta Mining, was recommended in several YouTube videos, silver YouTube videos. Okay, first let's look at the Comex inventories. What we have here, there was no really a change, and it's very important to follow that. So we have 8 million ounces of deliveries, which is very high. Delivery notice already issued. We have open interest of 2,155 contracts. So if they all stand for delivery, there is going to be 10 million ounces delivered. There is a backwardation, and that's what's interesting to very important detail here is that 3,000 contracts rolled from March to January and February. So there is no really logical or rational explanation for doing this unless you don't want to take delivery earlier. Otherwise, why to roll the contracts for March, for January and February? Physical updates for the price of bullion around the world. You can pause and see. I include India this time, and to my surprise, it was the highest from everyone. Bullion to see how much they charging. So you have $94.50 based on $88 spot. So it's $6.20 over spot. The cheapest silver I found is in Canada, and they have also 2025 maples, 2026 maples, and it's a lowest premium. But I place an order to try this. That's a new thing for me on a January 1st, and I still waiting. There is no. They haven't shipped my order. There is no update. I fully paid when I placed my order, and the delivery time was 5 to 15 business days. Silver Gold Bull, a very fast delivery. I deal with them for a long time. That's where I buy most of my silver. I paid for my order after I paid for TD Bank, but I already got the products yesterday. It was very fast. This Costco in Canada, they have good selection of products. They have 100 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 ounce. They have maples. They have different bars sold out on everything. And 2 days ago they had some gold at a very good price. They used to post their prices, but now they removed the prices. And the gold is sold out today.
If only 20% of global electric vehicle production switches to this silver carbon solid state technology by 2028, that demand alone would consume 16,000 metric tons of silver per year. Do you know what global annual mine production is? It is about 25,000 metric tons. This one industry could consume 60% of the world's mine supply. Add that to the 20% for solar. Add that to electronics. Add that to jewelry. You are looking at a demand profile that is 200% of supply.
Okay, so that's a very good point about industrial demand.
Gains rate. If you sell a stock, you might believe in blockchain technology for efficiency. It cuts out the middleman. It reduces the spread. If you can buy tokenized silver at spot price plus 1% versus a physical coin at spot plus 20%, the math dictates you take the digital option. You get the exposure to the price without the friction. However, you have to verify the audits. Trust, but verify. That is my motto. If they cannot show you the bar list, if they cannot show you the audit, it is a scam. Zero. It is worth zero. Let's talk about the what to do instead action plan. I promised you a strategy that makes sense for a rational, profit-focused investor. It's financial suicide. I would never invest in a company that took 30% of my capital on day one as a fee. You must avoid the premium trap. Do not be the person lining up to buy overpriced coins because you are scared of the dollar collapsing. The dollar is strong. The dollar is the cleanest dirty shirt in the laundry. The reason to own silver is not the death of the dollar.
Okay, here he's talking about against the premiums, and the reason he recommend spot ETFs, which is not a bad idea, but the reason why we pay the premium is because we are afraid of the systemic risk exactly related to the dollar collapsing. And the dollar, I think the dollar is collapsing because the inflation even in the United States is very high, and all the monetary policy with the deficit and coming reduction of the interest rates below 2% this year will accelerate inflation much higher than and his assessment of buying some bullion and buying some dividend paying royalty company, like he recommends wheat and precious metals. I recently actually traded that stock, and I analyzed it. It has 65% exposure to gold and 35% exposure to the silver, and it's very safe paper exposures to the precious metals.
Put $1,500 into the royalty bucket. Put $1,000 into the speculative miners. Total, $5,000, 5%. That is it. Do not mortgage your house. Do not sell your S&P 500 index funds. Just tilt the portfolio slightly to capture this asymmetric upside. I also want to address the preppers. I know you are out there. I see the comments. You want to buy silver dimes and quarters for the apocalypse. You think that when the grid goes down, you are going to trade a silver dime for a loaf of bread. Let me be honest with you. If the world gets that bad, nobody wants your silver. They want lead. They want antibiotics. They want clean water. Do not base your investment strategy on the end of the world.
But you can use it as an example, and of course his expertise is valuable. If somebody who has investment experience like Kevin, it's very valuable to see his advice how he would invest in precious metals. And about the mining companies, Argenta Silver Corp, it was advertised in several silver YouTube videos, so they sponsoring YouTube channels to attract retail investors because they need cash. And I just want to if you considering this type of investment, stay with me until the end. I will show something that nobody shows really in those videos. So on the surface it looks very, very good. So you have a very good reserve project in safe jurisdictions. You have this allocation, institutional investors having a big holders in the company. I ask if they're selling. There's a little bit of selling, but nothing too concerning right now. Like nobody is fleeing the company. They have some good news about the exploration, so exploration is going well. Now the capital that is needed to go into production, it's potentially $300 million in 4 to 6 years. So all this up to 6 years, this company will be burning cash. So that's the biggest risk, and they require the permit. They require the permits, and some good projects are dying, like on this stage because they're not getting the permit. And the other things, the most important things, I would like to show if anyone is considering buying juniors, it's the dilution of the shares. How you see that? You go on a trading view, you click on earnings, you see more financial statements, and you go into statistics. And when you click on the statistic, you see the share flows. So this company for second quarter of 2024 to now, they went from 60 million shares to almost 300 million shares. So 5 times dilution. You have insane dilution, and there is much more to come. I agree with Kevin O'Reilly, like on his assessment, just put very small portion of your investment in these types of companies, and prioritize the companies like wheat and precious metals. So that's going to be it for today's silver video. Please like and comment to support my work.